Hello everybody, it's Monday. It's not Monday, it's Sunday when I'm recording this, but for you, it's Monday. Yay, Monday, the day of the week that everybody loves the most. The day that I tend to put up a vlog because I have work on Mondays, every Monday. But anyway, hello, welcome to Monday. I hope it hasn't sucked for you. If it has, I'm very sorry. Anyway, getting to the point of this vlog, I wanted to just chat about some of the inconsistencies that have been going on the channel over the past kind of few weeks, really. We're kind of missing like daily uploads, and there's no real main reason for this. There are several kind of reasons which I'm going to go into. The first reason being I've been streaming a lot more. Now this is a good thing, in a way. So I like streaming. But the problem with streaming I've got at the moment is, when I stream, I have to start streaming at like 9:30 in the evening UK time, because that's just after my children go to bed. It gives me plenty of time to get set up, get ready, and kind of just in case anything goes wrong, I've got time to get it ready. Now, this does leave it to, when I'm streaming, it getting quite late by the time I finish. This also means that I don't have time to then record anything that night. And if you know my schedule, you know that I record in the evening. So if I take up my entire evening with a stream, I have no time for a video. Now this is something that weirdly only dawned on me after several weeks of streaming a lot. And it's something I kind of sat and thought, hang on a minute, am I actually screwing myself over by streaming? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, but it's something I just wanted to get out here. This is the point of these vlogs, is I just get things off my mind. I get them out there, get them to you guys, and then you guys kind of just give me some kind of semblance of your feedback on what you think on my inane ramblings. So, my thoughts, less streams. Go back to just Friday for streams. Now this does mean that if I'm going to be playing games that are fairly long, then I'm going to have to be making long videos. But this isn't a problem necessarily, because I could be spending that time that I would be streaming recording a long video. And again, this is something I only realised recently. I don't know why it takes me so long to realise these things. Now I guess there are some of you guys that actually do like the streams, and I appreciate that, but I think maybe reproducing the streams down to just Friday is probably the best thing I could do. It's kind of hard because I've already started God of War, and that is probably the game I will continue streaming on a Friday night. But as in like Fallout 76, the game itself is... I don't mind it. I don't mind the game at all. But I don't see there being much excitement in playing much out of it. In terms of story, it's kind of like quite bland, and there's not much going on at the moment. Maybe when the game's fixed in future I might return to it, but I think I'm going to leave that one for now. So anything I do play in the future in terms of a more story-driven game will be a pre-recorded video. Now the second reason that videos have been a bit weird this week is my microphone has been a right bitch. And it's not a new thing. This is something that's been going on for a while, and sometimes it'll be fine, sometimes it won't be fine. Recently, it's not been so fine. Now I have a Blue Snowball microphone, and apparently Windows 10 has a hard time dealing with the Blue Snowball for some weird reason. And apparently the Yeti is fine, but that's something I'm going to have to save up for. And maybe that's probably what I'll spend my next load of Patreon money on. Plugging the Patreon. But thank you to you guys who do support me on Patreon. It does mean that I've now got a second monitor, I now have a capture card, all these things possible because you guys on the Patreon have supported me. Because at the moment, since I lost my network, in this Cursed network, who were paying me monthly ad revenue, although it was only small amounts, it was still adding up. I have not received a single payment from YouTube in terms of the ad revenue. It is slowly building up, but you have to reach a £60 threshold before they even think of paying you. And £60 in terms of ad revenue is quite a lot, unless you're Markiplier, or PewDiePie, or Jacksepticeye, in which case you have to wait a while for your payments. So the Patreon really does help out in terms of keeping things saved up for the channel. And so I think a microphone is probably the next big thing I will invest in, because sound quality is really important on these YouTube videos, and having really clear sound is going to it'll add a lot. But going back to the problems I was experiencing, intermittently the microphone would just cut out. Now some of you may remember on a stream I had a little while ago where the microphone just suddenly started ear raping everybody on stream. That's because the microphone cut out, and it just makes white noise after that. and then it'll blue screen my computer because it's something to do. It'll come up with a blue screen with a CMUSB something error. And I thought, I've had enough of this blue screen error. I keep seeing it and I don't know what's going on. I'm fed up of it. I'm going to look into it. So I dedicate a few hours just to sit and read up on it to come back to the blue snowball. This thing here. The blue snowball, and it's something to do with a chip inside of it, and it's really weird. It's a chip inside the blue snowball that is causing the problems. But it's not the chip because it's Windows 10, and Windows 10's weird incompatibility with this said chip. Now, I've actually managed in the meantime to find a workaround that doesn't cause the blue screen errors. The microphone does still cut out now and again, which is really annoying. But I have not blue screened since I found these drivers. Now, these were actual drivers created as like an open source drivers. And they have seemed to have solved the blue screen issue. I've not had a single one since. So thank you to the creator of the drivers. You are a godsend. But it does highlight that I probably need to then upgrade my microphone next. And the last but the third issue, and probably the most important issue that I've been facing over the past kind of few months in terms of being able to produce videos, has just been my general mood. And I'm going to be very open about this because I think it's good to talk openly about it. I have depression and anxiety. Now, these two things are linked to a condition I have called ME, or chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, sometimes chronic fatigue syndrome, it does nothing. I feel fine, I feel normal. Sometimes I feel like shit. I literally feel like I've had the energy completely drained from my body to the point where it's hard to even lift your limbs. And this is it's a lifelong condition. There's no cure for it. It's just something I live with. But I do take medication for it, of which I had stopped taking the medication because I run out and thought that I might be alright. Just try, because I felt good for a while. I thought, do you know what? I felt good for a while. I felt okay. I felt kind of like things were moving along with it. And then I stopped taking the medication, and then I've started feeling like shit again. So, needless to say, I have reordered my medication and I will start that back up again. Again, this is a good thing to talk about. It's not a taboo. It is not something that I am ashamed of. It is something that I am quite happy to admit that I need help with. It is a condition I have, and if medication makes it so that I can live my daily life in a normal way, then I will do that. Obviously, today I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling alright. Mentally, okay. Physically, okay. Some days I wake up and I feel like absolute shit. Today, as I said, not too bad, which is why I'm sitting here talking to you like this. But also, I'm pretty good at, when I am feeling like shit, outwardly expressing in a positive way. So sometimes when you're watching me on video and I'm like, yeah, I'm really good. Sometimes I'm inside, I'm going, ah! That's probably the campest I've ever done in my life, but anyway, that's just a short kind of summary of the things I've been facing over the past kind of couple of months. Needless to say, I know what is going wrong, and I am working actively to fix things. And that is the good thing. That is a positive thing I could be doing. I am working to fix everything. So please feel free to give me your feedback in the comments in regards to the streams. I am looking, because it's hard for me to sit here and say, John, I'm just going to cut them all out completely, because there are some of you who may just enjoy them over the videos, and that's fair enough, and there are some of you who may enjoy the videos more. What I'm saying is that if I had all the time in the world, I would do both. No questions asked. But I have very limited time to be working on videos, and so I need to just be a bit more responsible and a bit more productive with the small amount of time I have, because this isn't my job. It doesn't pay very well, if at all. At the moment, it's not paying at all. Apart from you guys on the Patreon, again, you are amazing. Thank you. It pays nothing. It literally pays me nothing. It is a labour of love. It is my creative outlet that I do to just somehow get these weird... just get my weirdness out. And so I can... Well, no, that doesn't work, does it, Dawn? That doesn't work. Getting my weirdness out. No, it comes out all the time. That's not possible. No, it's not possible. But anyway, I'm going to leave you to the rest of your Monday. As I said before, hopefully it hasn't sucked. And thank you everybody so much for watching. And I'll see you again soon.